That girl is gold. She may not have money, but she has character. And that's what wealth can't buy. Emeka lifted his eyes. Papa, yes? I didn't want to say this, but my girlfriend is coming tomorrow. Pa Michael leaned back. And what do you want me to do with that information? Emeka paused. She wants to meet you. That's none of my business, Pa Michael said sharply. Because today I met a woman who made me forget that rudeness still exists. A girl who respected me without knowing who I was. Your girlfriend might be coming tomorrow, but today I already met the kind of woman this world needs. Emeka went silent. I've been watching you, Pa Michael continued. You are rich, but you're alone. You have houses, but no joy. You have friends, but no peace. A wife should bring peace. Emeka not noise, not pride, not trouble. I understand, Papa. No, you don't, Pa Michael said calmly. You say you have a girlfriend, but I don't know her. I don't know where she's from, what she believes in, how she treats people. You tell me she's beautiful. That's fine. But can beauty feed the heart? Emeka looked away. Let me tell you something, the old man continued. When I was young, I wanted to marry the most beautiful girl in my village. My mother warned me. I didn't listen. That girl had the face of an angel, but the tongue of a lion. She almost killed my soul. What happened? She left me, and it was the best thing that ever happened to me. That was when I met your mother. She wasn't the most beautiful, but her heart was clean. Her hands were hardworking, and her love built our family. Emeka swallowed hard. So you're saying Ada is. I'm not saying anything yet, Pa Michael replied. All I'm saying is, don't bring me noise tomorrow and expect me to smile because I already saw peace today. Okay, Papa, let your girlfriend come. Let her show me who she really is. But I will not pretend. And if I see pride, I'll tell her to her face. Emeka stood quietly and nodded. I respect that. Pa Michael smiled. Good. I've done my part. Tomorrow we'll see. The next morning came quietly. Pa Michael had already taken his bath and was sitting in the living room. He wore clean, simple clothes. His face was calm, but his heart was not. He was thinking about Ada. He kept hearing her voice in his head. Papa, I can help you. He smiled to himself. Then he heard footsteps. Emeka walked in and stood beside him. Papa, yes? She's on her way. Pa Michael looked straight ahead. Let her come. Minutes later, the sound of a car entering the compound filled the air. Pa Michael didn't move. The door opened slowly. High heels tapped against the floor. Then Ifeinwa walked in with pride on her face, handbags swinging by her side. She looked around the house, impressed. This place is nice, she said. Not as modern as mine, but still okay. Then her eyes landed on the old man sitting calmly on the couch. She froze. Her smile vanished. Pa Michael looked up at her, but said nothing. Emeka stood between them, confused. Papa, this is. I know who she is, Pa Michael said coldly. Ifinwa swallowed hard. You? Yes, he replied, still calm. We've met before. Twice. Emeka looked at her. Wait, you know my father? Ifeinwa's lips shook. I I didn't know he was your father. Pa Michael leaned forward. You didn't need to. You only needed to show respect. Emeka's face changed. What is he talking about? Pa Michael turned to his son. This is the same woman who splashed mud on me by the roadside and called me names. She told me I was useless. She mocked my poverty. She did it again at the supermarket yesterday. Emeka slowly turned to Ifeinwa. She couldn't speak. Is this true? He asked. I didn't know he was your father, she said quickly. You didn't need to know, Emeka replied. You insulted an old man in public wise. I thought he was a beggar, she shouted. He is a human being, Emeka snapped. Even if he was a beggar. Is that how to treat people? I didn't mean it like that, she said, almost whispering now. Carmichael stood slowly. You didn't mean it, but you said it. You poured shame on me because I looked poor. You spoke like you owned the world, but now the same old man is the father of the man you love. Ifeanyiwa opened her mouth, but no words came out. Tell me, Carmichael asked, if you had known, would you have behaved better? Yes, she said softly. Then you are not truly kind, he replied, because real kindness does not depend on who is watching. Effinwa's eyes filled with tears. Please, sir, I'm sorry. Pa Michael shook his head. You are not sorry for what you did. You are sorry because of who I am. Emeka was silent, breathing hard. His eyes were sharp, now disappointed. You told me you were bold, he said to Ifeinwa. You said you loved me. I do. Number you love yourself, he said, because the woman who loves me will respect my father. Ifeinwa dropped her bag. Please, Emeka. He looked at her one last time, then turned away. Papa, he said, I've made a mistake. Ifeinwa walked slowly to Pa Michael. Please forgive me. He looked at her quietly and said, forgiveness is easy, but trust is not. You had a chance to show who you really are, and you showed us. She wiped her tears. I can change. He nodded. Good. Start by changing how you treat people who can do nothing for you. She picked up her bag and left. The room was silent again. Pa Michael sat down. Emeka sat beside him. Papa. Yes. Ada. Yes. Where is she now? Pa Michael smiled gently. She's coming to see me at the supermarket tomorrow. The next morning, Emeka left the house quietly. He needed some fresh air and time to think. What happened with Ifeyinwa still played in his mind like a movie. He couldn't believe the woman he had once loved insulted his father not once, but twice. His heart was heavy. He drove out, alone, no driver, no assistant, just him and his thoughts. He didn't even know where he was going. He just wanted to breathe. After some time, he parked his car at the edge of a quiet area near a small stretch of land behind some local stores. He came down, walked a bit, and sat on a bench under a mango tree. The sun was still rising. The breeze was soft. For the first time in days, he felt calm. As he sat, he noticed someone ahead. A young woman was standing beside a narrow piece of land, checking the ground. She had a bag of seeds in one hand and a small hoe in the other. She was dressed simply, with her hair tied back. No makeup, no flashy clothes, but there was something warm about her. She bent down, tested the soil with her fingers, then stood again. Emeka watched quietly. After a few minutes, she looked around and noticed him. She smiled. Good morning. Good morning, Emeka replied. She walked closer. Are you from around here? No, just passing by. Needed a break. She nodded. Me too. Well, not really a break. I'm planning to start a small farm here. Emeka looked at the land. You, a farm? She laughed. Yes. Why not? Most young ladies I know won't touch a hoe, let alone start a farm. She smiled. I'm not like most ladies. I studied agriculture in school. No job yet, but I have hands and a strong back. Emeka was impressed. That's rare. She dropped her bag and extended her hand. I'm Ada. He shook it. Emeka. They both smiled. She sat on a rock beside him. I'm trying to help an old man. He has no real home. He's kind and wise. Reminds me of my father. Emeka turned. Really? Yes. I met him yesterday. He was being insulted by a woman. I couldn't keep quiet, so I stood up for him. Emeka's heart skipped. Ada continued. After the drama, I found out he doesn't beg for money. He just sits quietly watching the world. So I told him I'll help him start a small farm. At least that way he can eat fresh food and feel useful. Emeka looked at her deeply. She didn't brag, she didn't shout. She spoke with peace in her voice. I wish more people thought like you, he said. She laughed. We're out here just hidden. You live nearby? No, I take the bus from the other side of town. It's not easy, but I can't stay home doing nothing. Emeka nodded. I admire that. She looked at him. What do you do? Emeka hesitated. Business. Ah, business, the favorite Nigerian word. They both laughed. I won't ask too many questions, she said. You look like someone with a lot on his mind. Emeka smiled. You're right. She stood. I need to plant these seeds before the sun gets too hot. He stood with her. Can I help? She raised a brow. You? With your clean shoes and